Welcome back to School of Soul. I am Adeline Atlas, 7 times published author and founder of Soul Renovation. Letting go of the old self. Picture this. You're standing face to face with the version of yourself you're ready to leave behind. The one who overeats, overthinks, or over-apologizes. See them clearly. Thank them for getting you this far. They did their best with what they had. But now it's time to cut the cord. No guilt, no shame. You're not abandoning them, you're evolving past them. They were a stepping stone, and now you're ready to step higher. The light you're stepping into will dissolve the darkness of the past. It's not going to be easy. The hardest part is often the in-between. The space where you're no longer your old self, but not yet fully your new self. Trust that process. It's not about erasing who you were. It's about filling your life with so much light, so much good, that there's no room for anything else. Building the blueprint for your new self. We're not focusing on eliminating the old. You're replacing it with the new. The more energy you feed into the version of yourself you're becoming, the less room there will be for anything else. Think of it as planting a garden. You don't just rip out the weeds and leave the soil bare. You plant flowers, trees, fruits, and vegetables. You tend to them daily until your garden is so lush, so abundant, that there's no room for weeds to take root again. To make this process easier, I like to flip the script on the mind's tendency to focus on the negative. Science has shown that your brains are wired to remember what went wrong more vividly than what went right. So, let's use that to your advantage. Make a list of all the habits, thoughts, and traits you're done with. Then flip them. What's the opposite? What's the version of you who does the exact opposite of those things? For example, if your old self avoided challenges, your new self faces them head-on. If your old self overthought every decision, your new self takes decisive action. If your old self doubted their worth, your new self claims it unapologetically. Assigning an alter ego. A fresh start. When I transitioned into a new chapter of my life, leaving the corporate world to become an author and globetrotter, I realized that my old name no longer fit the person I was becoming. I had spent years building and managing a successful real estate business, but that version of me didn't align with the creative, free-spirited author I envisioned. So I made a bold decision. I changed my name to Adeline Atlas. Why Adeline Atlas? Adeline felt like a perfect fit for an author. It even sounds like Adeline, a nod to writing and creating stories. An Atlas? That represented the courage it took to leave my home country and embrace the unknown, exploring the world while building my new identity. My name became a declaration of who I was becoming, a constant reminder to live boldly in this new chapter. You might not need to change your legal name, but creating an alter ego can be a powerful way to step into the energy of the person you're becoming. Think of it as a tool to help you let go of your attachment to the old habits, thought patterns, and limitations tied to your current self. Sometimes, it's easier to create a fresh identity than to untangle yourself from the old one. How to create your alter ego. Start by imagining your ideal self, the version of you who embodies confidence, strength, and radiance. What name or title would this version of you carry? Your alter ego should spark inspiration every time you hear it. It's a name that makes you want to stand taller, smile brighter, and act in alignment with your goals. Pair your current name with a word that energizes you, or choose something entirely new that represents the transformation you're stepping into. If you're unsure, you can even try a free online name generator for fun, like this one, and see what resonates. Think of your alter ego as a modern-day twist on the old saying, "What would Jesus do?" Except now, it's, "What would my most confident, radiant self do?" By shifting your focus to this new identity, you'll find it easier to let go of who you were and fully embrace who you are becoming. This is about stepping into your power and aligning your actions with your aspirations. If you like this subject and you would like to learn more, order your copy of School of Soul, Every Word on Amazon, and learn the true power of the spoken word.